Let's meditate. I'm sitting on the rock, little dimple, and the rocks are very sharp. So I need to position myself to sit here. Maybe I've been doing this for a week or more, so I'm better positioned as I learn where to sit and how. Meditation is about awakening. Awaken from the wrong use of our mind. I use the word wrong use delusion may be found as wrong use, or you get nowhere to go. In your mind. People use the word like monkey mind. The mind moves without stopping, often as if you're hitting with your head, as if there's a way to open it. More you do it, more you cannot. If you haven't experienced this, maybe you're lucky, or you're not aware that's what's happening. Awareness may be explained like a perception, like a feedback loop of something is not quite right because of the suffering. But there's a way out, which is go beyond your mind. That sounds impossible, but it's very possible, because we had that when we were born, without knowing the words and the logic. No mind, no self. But as we learn to use the language, the word and the logic, you and me, good and bad, right and wrong, beautiful, ugly, we develop the neuron circuit in our brain, which is meant to be used to live well as the natures may have it, for us to develop our brain. But as we use words and logic, our mind, we get so occupied, or perhaps fascinated what it can do, So we question like a kids, and you get the answer, question, answer. Then you form the way to use your mind. You are told what's right and wrong, good and bad. There's a reason for parents, for example, to teach. Don't touch that one, it's hot. Or don't go there, you may flip and get injured. But over time, we think that's everything what mind does. And the intuition coming up from the core of our being may be ignored. We stop listening to our heart, the wisdom, compassion. Not totally, but it diminishes. Then we lose the balance using our mind and listening to our heart. The connection may be there, but may be lost. But we can have a good balance or middle way to align the mind and the heart, the original operating system of our life, nature's way. Because of the nature's way we are here, because of the nature's way, the mind got developed. I talked about sitting on the rock in better position as I do more. It's a balancing act, not to be overly concerned, and carefully you sit. And you can sit still. But as much as we can sit well, given the situation, we can practice the same to use our mind. So the mind can sit well at the core. And we can see when we are off balance. There's our ability built in to know when something is getting off, if we pay attention to. But like this sitting, if you're not carefully finding the location, positioning, and the posture, the balance, and the mind, we may start to lose the balance. Just think of a bird sitting on the rope or the cable, electric cable, always balancing. It's like a middle way, knowing not to go this way or that way, because if you do that, you lose the balance. So you have to keep on balancing. So if I use the analogy of that to our mind, we can learn when we start to get our mind balance off from where it can be. As much as a bird sitting on the cable, you have to have that process going all the time. If the bird is surprised because of a big bird flying over, maybe he loses a little balance because there are more things to relate to, not just sitting, but also how to respond to the threat. Our mind is the same. If we know when we start to get off, like a delusion or misunderstanding, forgetting things done, there's some feedback. If we listen, watch, hear, smell, taste, balance carefully and be aware. So that's the state of awareness. You can say that's the state of awakened state. You are fully alive, connected to the core of your being, and you are also aware the mind may get on or off from this balanced way. So without delusion, there is no awakening. Awakening may happen accidentally or all of a sudden. But awakening is continuous. On and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. Keep on adjusting. Balancing. Keep on connecting so that you don't lose that sense, faculty. And when you can do that, you are utilizing the mind properly, or you may say more properly, because mind may jump around. Not to go to the extreme, like a process control, have a feedback, like a bird sitting on a cable. If you are blinded and don't have any senses and not connecting to your root, you are lost. Bird sitting on the cable is just an analogy to point out awakening is a process. Awakening is like a process control, not the control by the mind, because mind control can get you into delusion, suffering without your knowing, unless you are rooted, connected to your heart or the core of our being. Then you can see the whole clearly. You can feel the sense in various ways. You can adjust as if you're not doing, but the nature's way will help you. So be the mind clear to connect to your root. Maybe you are busy at times in your mind. Then breathe in, breathe out. Sense how your whole body heart connection so that mind has a way to realize, oh, I'm doing too much going this way or going that way. As much as bird can sit on the cable, we can do that. But like the kids learn how to use words and logic, there's the abuse or misuse of word and logic at times. That's when we are to detect. And it's possible because we have that built-in awakening, aliveness, keep us alive and fully utilizing our potential. So you may have those moments when you listen to your heart, listen to the wave, sunrise, sunset. and the feel of the wind and the clouds in the sky or stars twinkling. The nature is everywhere, speaking the language of nature in various ways. So, awakening or awareness is to go with delusion. There's a way. And because of delusion, we can appreciate the way, the awakened state. Have a good day, good life. May all beings be happy.